Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leigha. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an update to the Did You Pan My Battleship project pan. So if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Before we get into that though, if you're new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video from me. Alright, so this is a project I'm doing in collaboration with my friend Leah. I will link her channel down below, as well as all the information you need to know about this project, but it was created by Elizabeth from Kooky Pans on Instagram and Paula from A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. And basically the concept is you have a palette or a collection of single shadows, whatever kind of eyeshadow you want to work on, and the opponent or the person you're collaborating with will put ships onto your palette or whatever, and your goal is to try to find where their ships are, like a game of Battleship, and it's a lot of fun. Leigha and I have been working on it since the beginning of the year. We are working on indie single shadows because we love indie single shadows, so it's been a lot of fun to give those some love. Check out my intro video if you want to see where I placed my ships on Leah's palette, and check out Leah's intro video if you want to see where she put her ships on my palette. So I'm gonna go through all my eyeshadow and kind of talk about the progress. So this is our third update, I believe. So every time I've done it a little bit differently. I think I'm gonna just hold each single shadow just so you can kind of see the dips, but this is what the palette is looking like. Ignore the single shadow, it's just randomly sitting there, but this is what the palette looks like. So we've definitely made some big progress. There's a lot of dips going on, and we've hit a few new pans. So starting up, I have the shade Zarina. This is from Divina Cosmetics, and this is a hit. I used it 5 times in the last month to get to this point, and it was honestly a surprise pan. I was not expecting it at all. And I've used this a total of 14 times in the project, so this is a hit. So once I go through all the shadows, I'll kind of give you what I think my strategy is going to be going forward. So next up is Earthshine from Divina. I have used this once for a total of 4 times in this project. So yeah, these shades from Divina are no joke. They're not going to be as easy to hit pan on, so those are going to be kind of like last case scenario. Hopefully I don't have to hit pan in any of those, because those are going to be a challenge, and I did not know that before I put them into this palette. Next up, we've got Rainbow Blossom from Divina. That has a nice dip going in there. Hopefully I can hit pan on it soon. I've used it 3 times since the last update, and that brings me to a total of 10 uses in this project, so this one is definitely close to hitting pan. And next up, we've got Chandelier from Cleona, if it wants to focus. As you can see, I've got a big dip going on in this. Hopefully I can hit pan on it soon. I used this 7 times since the last update for a total of 23 uses in this project pan. It's really easy to just throw this on the inner corner, and it goes with a lot of different looks. Last eyeshadow that's in that top row is Grindstone from Dandelions, which I had previously hit pan on. I don't think I've touched it since the last update, but yeah, that already had pan, and this is a hit. The next shadow is the other pan I hit since last update, and that is Lynx from Divina. I knew I was so close to hitting pan on this. I was like, I have to use it again before my next update. And I used this 4 times in the last month for a total of 9 uses in this project to hit pan on, and this is a hit as well. So I absolutely love the shade. It's like one of my favorite eyeshadows from Divina. It's gorgeous. And I was really happy to use it and hit pan on it, and I'm happy that it's a hit. Next up, I've got the shade Runaway from Leigha Cosmetics. We've got a really big dip going on in here. I have used this 4 times in the last month, and that brings me to 15 uses for the entire project. This is definitely one I want to focus on and see if I can hit pan on it pretty soon. Next up, I have another Moonscape shadow from Divina. This one is Lucent Ray, and there is no change because I did not use it once. Yeah. Just didn't reach for it this month, and that's okay, but those shadows are, again, no joke. Next up, I have Abracadabra from Glam Shop. I already hit pan on this one, have not used it since, but that is I hit pan in it, but it is a miss for the Battleship. And next up in this row, we've got Genesis from Lethal Cosmetics. I used this 6 times in the last month for a total of 17 uses in this project. You can see I'm finally forming a dip in here. I think this is going to be a ship, so I am trying to focus in on it and hit pan on it. Next up, we've got Lineage from Cleona. Not much of dip going on in here. I used it 2 times in the last month for a total of 4 uses in this project. Next up, I've got Sour Spanx from Divina. I used this 4 times in the last month for 13 total uses in this project. I don't have much of a dip going on in here. I really need to kind of kick it into gear and use this more as like an inner corner shade, but I also really like it all over the lid as well. Next up, we've got Replica from Lethal. Also got a dip going on in here. I used this 9 times, or no, I used this 4 times in the last month. I used it 9 previously, which brings me to 13 total uses. So not as big of a dip as some of my other matte shades from Lethal, but definitely making progress on it. Next up, I've got the shade Swindle from Glam Shop, and I have not used this once in the last month, but I've used it 2 times so far in the project. Next up, I've got Messier from Divina. This one I have used 1 time for a total of 3 uses in this project, but oh, it's so pretty. Last row, we are getting towards the end. So we've got Cygnus from Divina. I have used this 1 time for a total of 3 uses in this project. And next up, we've got Carving from Divina. I'm definitely making progress, making a dip. I've used this 3 times in the last month, or like since the last update, and that brings me to 9 total uses in this project. Next up, we've got the shade Sprinkle Whips from Divina. I used this 1 time in the last, or since the last update, and that brings me to 10 total uses in this project. Just wasn't reaching for it as much as I have in other months. Next up, I've got the shade Release from Lethal Cosmetics. I used this 4 times in the last month, which brings me to 17 total uses. This one also has a pretty big dip, so hopefully I can hit pan on this one again pretty soon. Or not again, but like the other Lethal shade, hopefully soon. And then the last shadow in this palette I already hit pan on, but I will show you it. It is Puffles from Divina, and I hit pan in this in 13 uses. I've definitely used it a handful of times for my purple looks. I'm just not tracking it once I hit pan on it. My hands are, my fingers are all covered in sparkles, but that is kind of my progress over the last about 2 months. Since we last updated this, we do update it every other month typically. If you didn't know that, but that's what we do. So this again is what the palette looks like. So what we know, this shadow is a miss, this shadow is a miss, this shadow is a hit, and then these 2 are hits. So for Grindstone from Dandelions, it could either go this way or it could go this way. I am fairly certain it is going this way. It'll be a 2 ship or a 3 ship, which I should say we have 1 ship of 4 pans, 1 with 3 pans, 1 with 2 pans. So this is, I'm fairly certain, will be a 2 or a 3 ship going this way. I'm still gonna try to hit pan in Chandelier just to make sure, but I'm fairly certain that it is going this way. So what I think is, I think this is going to be the 3 or the 4 ship going down. However, it is possible for it to be 2 horizontal ships that are either a 2, 3, or 4 ship. I won't know until I hit pan. So I am kind of going with the idea that it is going down this way. So I'm going to start focusing more on Lineage, and then I'm also going to want to hit pan on, what one is this? Runaway from Lethal, just to rule out if it's going this way or not. I really don't want to have to hit pan in these moonscapes. I might have to, I'm not sure. But I think my focuses right now are to continue to work on Genesis. I want to start working on Lineage, and then I want to hit pan in these 2 mattes from Lethal Cosmetics. And then that will give me a better idea of kind of where to go from there. I would also like to maybe hit pan on one of these shimmers down here, because I haven't really, you know, all my pans are kind of in the upper half for the most part. So I want to start working on some of the shades down here and hit pan just to get a better idea. But yeah, my guess is that this is the 4 ship. This will be the 2 or the 3 ship, and then there will be another 2 or 3 ship over here somewhere. I could be totally wrong about that, but that is kind of what I'm working with right now. I am really happy with the progress I am making in this palette, and I've been able to make some really great looks with this palette, but also using it as a companion palette. I think it was in my Pan Those Shadows update. You guys love that eye look, and all I did was I took the shade from Lethal, which is Release, and then I took Carving and topped it over it. You guys love that eye look. My dental hygienist loved that eye look. So that look was a hit. But I'm really happy about this progress, I'm really happy about the progress I've been making. Be sure to check out Leah's video to see the progress she's been making on her palette. She has had some other hits as well, so be sure to check it out, see where she's hit pan and what her strategy is going forward. But we are definitely at the point where we're starting to hit more pans, and it's just been a really fun project to focus on, and I'm not getting tired of it. So that is everything I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you like down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!